1 John chapter 4 verse 18 is a powerful verse from the New Testament book of 1 John. It reads, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love." This verse highlights the transformative nature of God's perfect love and its ability to dispel fear and anxiety from our lives. To fully understand the depth and significance of 1 John 4:18, it is important to explore its context within the larger message of the book of 1 John and delve into the key themes of love, fear, and the perfection of love. The book of 1 John was written by the Apostle John to address various issues and challenges faced by the early Christian community. John emphasizes the importance of genuine faith, love for God and one another, and living in obedience to God's commandments. He confronts false teachings and encourages believers to remain steadfast in their commitment to Christ. In the preceding verses, John discusses the nature of God's love and how it is manifested through the sacrificial death of Jesus Christ. He emphasizes that love comes from God, and those who are born of God should love one another. John encourages believers to walk in the light, abide in God's love, and live a life of love towards others. There is no fear in love. The verse begins by proclaiming that there is no fear in love. Love and fear are presented as incompatible, mutually exclusive states. Genuine love, grounded in God's perfect love, does not give room for fear to exist. Love and fear represent contrasting attitudes and responses, but perfect love drives out fear. John explains that perfect love has the power to drive out fear. The word perfect here refers to the completeness, fullness, and perfection of God's love. When we truly experience God's perfect love, it casts out fear from our lives. The overwhelming and unconditional love of God dispels the anxieties, worries, and uncertainties that fear brings. Fear has to do with punishment. John further explains the nature of fear by stating that it is related to punishment. Fear is often associated with a sense of impending judgment or retribution. It arises when we feel insecure or uncertain about our standing before God, or when we dwell on the consequences of our actions. However, God's love brings reassurance, forgiveness, and the assurance of eternal life, removing the basis for fear. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. John concludes by stating that the one who fears is not yet perfected in love. Fear is a sign that we have not fully grasped or embraced the depth of God's love for us. It indicates that our understanding and experience of God's love are still incomplete. When we allow fear to dominate our lives, it hinders our growth and transformation in love. The transformative power of God's love. The verse highlights the transformative nature of God's perfect love. It has the power to radically change our perspective, casting out fear and instilling confidence and security. As we experience and embrace God's love, it empowers us to live a life free from the bondage of fear. Trust in God's love. 1 John chapter 4 verse 18 encourages believers to place their trust in God's love rather than giving in to fear. When we fully trust in God's love, we can find peace, rest, and security, knowing that He is in control and cares for us deeply. Freedom from anxiety and worry. The verse reminds us that fear and anxiety are not part of the life that God intends for us. Instead, He desires us to live in the fullness of His love, which enables us to overcome worry, apprehension, and insecurity. Growing in love. The verse challenges believers to grow in their understanding and experience of God's love. It calls us to deepen our relationship with God, seeking to know Him more intimately and allowing His love to permeate every aspect of our lives. As we mature in love, fear diminishes and we become better equipped to love and serve others. Living boldly for God. When fear is replaced by God's perfect love, it frees us to live boldly for Him. We can step out in faith, trusting that His love empowers us to overcome obstacles, face challenges, and pursue His purposes with courage and confidence. In conclusion, 1 John chapter 4 verse 18 underscores the transformative power of God's perfect love, which drives out fear. It encourages believers to trust in God's love, live free from anxiety and worry, and grow in their understanding and experience of His love. As we embrace His love, fear dissipates, and we are empowered to live boldly and love others as Christ has loved us.